Good morning. Today's November 13th, 2025. It's a 33 day. 33 is the master teacher, and this morning's message is presence is the portal. The song that I'm hearing play is I Love You by Climax Blues Band. I think it was written in 1981 or released in 1981. Okay, so I got a couple cards out already on the table. First card is the Mountain. It's also card number 33. The mountain now becomes our teacher. This is, I have notes. This is the fixed point, the present moment. It's the immovable landmark that asks one thing: be here. Presence, awareness. Okay, so this card is about presence, awareness. It's the now that doesn't move, no matter how much the mind wants this to sprint ahead or spiral backward. The challenge with this card is avoiding stillness, being afraid of what will rise in silence, losing yourself in future projections or past loops. This is a nervous system that's addicted to motion. The demand from this card is to shift from mental momentum into inner anchoring. The next card that I pulled for this message is the prayer. This card is about gratitude, silence, and a gesture of surrender. This is embodied meditation, not conceptual and not imagined. This is the act of letting the outside world out and the inside world speak. This is not about begging, but receiving. The doorway into presence, because you cannot pray from ego. Only the now. The challenge with this card is not just to be present, but let yourself be here by shifting into gratitude instead of resistance. And then at the bottom of the deck, the healer. The healer is self-contained, self-regulating, and they contain inner medicine. Someone's healing edge is learning to regulate their state without outsourcing to chaos, crisis, people, or emotional highs and lows. This card is about being connected inward, being deeply present, self-sourcing. You do not need anything external to come back to yourself. You can close your eyes and return. The collective message becomes this: someone is struggling to stay in the moment, sitting still with themselves, opening into gratitude instead of fear, allowing silence without filling it, being with what they feel, and trusting their inner grounding. The mind keeps trying to drag them out of the now. Yeah, I wanted these cards. I saw them for a reason. You know, the mountain is all about our issues and our problems and our crises, and it teaches us that you can't go around your issue, you can't go over your issue, you can't go under your issue. Like, you actually have to go through your issue. You have to feel your feelings in order to heal them. And there's the challenge, the 5 of water. One more. The Visionary of Earth. This is the... See, I haven't used this deck in a while. The Visionary is the King. The King of Pentacles. So we have water and we have earth. The Visionary of Earth, this is someone who is grounded and rock solid. And yet the 5 of Earth is falling apart. I mean, the 5 of Water is falling apart. They're grasping on holding on to the broken cup, hanging on to a past that no longer exists because the past no longer exists. And yet they still show up as somebody who's grounded and strong and nurturing and stable. But deep down they're broken. The 2 of Earth. And the Seeker. It's time for a new adventure, and it's time to seek balance. So today is a 33 day, and I didn't reduce 33 to 6. 6 is about harnessing harmony, harnessing balance. 6 teaches us that the dark and the light have to mingle. 33 is the master teacher, the Christ consciousness. Lucan. The 2 of Pentacles asks us to seek balance. That's all there is to it. 33 is also asking us to seek out balance. We've got the Fool card here. Somebody could be seeing a lot of crows. Okay. This is new for you. You are like the stable... You're the rock for your family, for your bloodline, the healer, the one who is here to break generational curses. You're the pattern master, the one who recognizes the trauma and heals it within yourself. But you're still getting pulled out of the present moment into anxiety. into depression, into lack mentality. And the lesson here for you is to recognize when you're getting dragged into those emotions and feelings, and to ground yourself and start seeing it so you can pull yourself back to center. Contemplation. This is the hermit. Sometimes we have to retreat back into our cave in order to find that center. You are your own light source. Everyone is their own light source. You've got to retreat in order to find that light again. And sometimes that happens very quickly, like within a matter of seconds. I almost lost my temper last night. The visionary of fire at the bottom of the deck. It's the King of Wands. I almost lost my temper last night. My grandmother is in the hospital, and my mom was freaking out because my grandmother has been having some blood pressure issues. She has a sepsis infection, and it started in her kidneys and her bladder, and she basically waited too long to get this taken care of. She had a UTI. She's 82 years old. She's hardly mobile, and for 2 weeks, my brother was like, you need to go to the doctor. Do you need to go to the doctor? And for 2 weeks, she kept telling him no, because she'd wake up in the morning and she'd feel okay. And then by the end of the day, she was sick again. So she wasn't thinking about it. Anyway, my mom is 375 miles north of us. And she's incapable of knowing what's going on here. And my grandmother, due to dementia and a traumatic brain injury that she had back in the late 60s, early 70s, she's incapable of being able to tell you the truth about what's going on, because she doesn't understand the truth, and she also doesn't remember. So I was very aware of what was going on, but my mom sent me a text, and she was like, she's having massive headaches and nosebleeds and blah, 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 and the hospital won't MRI her and check her for a stroke. And at this point, me and my brother both, like, because I was with him last night, and we both looked at each other and were like, if you want to take care of your mom, you need to be here. That's what it all boils down to. If you want to take care of your mom, you need to be here. Otherwise, it's me and him. And him more so than me, because I have my own little family here, and he doesn't have that sort of situation. So, and he lives with her. So even I can only do so much. But yeah, I talked to her last night, and yes, her blood pressure was very high, and yes, she did have a massive headache, and yes, they got it to come down. But she's septic. And sepsis comes with its own set of symptoms. One of those being high blood pressure. Infections, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, headaches. She's on a blood thinner, injectable blood thinner right now, because she's not mobile at all. I mean, she tries to walk, but she's so weak that she can barely get up. So they have placed a catheter in her and told her to be still. So they've got her on these blood thinners, and I am very aware how these blood thinners react in the body because I've been in the hospital enough times that I know what they do to me. So I haven't been concerned about this. So anyway, I almost lost my temper last night. And I was in the middle of sending my mom a text message, pretty much telling her to back the fuck off, that we have everything taken care of, and that all she's doing is creating panic in my grandmother, and that she needs to calm the fuck down because grandma doesn't need to be panicked right now. She just needs to be cared for and loved. And you can't control things from almost 400 miles away, so shut the fuck up. And I was getting ready to go off in a text message when Adam called me. I started to lose my shit. And he was like, I don't even know what the hell he was asking me. But I was very snappy. Very snappy. He hung up on me because I was being snappy. And when I got off the phone, I realized that I was taking my frustration out on the wrong people. So I pulled back. I regrouped, and then I sent the text message. Like after 10 minutes, I guess. I resent the text message. Or sent the message. I actually rewrote it. That's what we're talking about here. Learning how to come back to center. The past doesn't exist anymore. In fact, we're at 16:44. The last 16 minutes and 43 seconds don't exist anymore. The only thing that exists is right now at 16:55. There is no 18 minutes yet. So why are we projecting into the future? That's what creates anxiety. And thinking about a past that doesn't exist anymore is what creates depression. We can only find balance in the now. Is there anything else that you want to tell the collective spirit? The Four of Water, and at the bottom of the deck, the Initiate of Air. So the underlying energy that Spirit wants to talk about right now is the Page of Swords. Curiosity, seeking, educating, learning. This is somebody who is fascinated by the nuances of life. This is somebody living entirely in the now. And they find the past and the future boring, daunting, not worth their energy. It's not. There's no point in projecting because you're having an anxiety attack over what might happen. Spirit wants us to always be in flow. Think about a small child and how they just live their life moment to moment. A child has no concept of what happened to them 3 days ago. A child has no concept of what might happen tomorrow. They literally are living life right now, just like a dog. That's why dogs love us so much. Why we can be gone just to take the trash outside and come back in, and they act like we've been gone for a week. So maybe the lesson for the collective this morning is to be like dog. Just live entirely in flow. I want to give you one final message, so hold please. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing the card from Beyond Lemuria, the furred and feathered friends. Look to nature. Look to nature for an example of how to be. This is card number 15. This is deep emotions, unknown feelings, and past life influences. Okay? Use them. Use them as your weapon in this war that we call life. They're experiential teachers, but don't get sucked back into what they created in the past. Use them as medicine for your now. I love you. Have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.